Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Slay the Princess. I have played this once before, but, Oh. Well, I never stayed here long enough to see that before. So, that kind of shows you what we're getting into. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, but why her specifically? The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Do you have any evidence to back this
Look,
up?
you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked
While
up?
I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
You're a ticking clock.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
I am the danger.
And before you decide to waste even more of our
I
time
am the
by
one that
asking
knocks.
how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Well, you're bitter.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Well, I don't want to. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Well, I disagree. Princesses become queens. Once married, they become the queen of their kingdom, and they help run the kingdom. It's one of those things, like Queen Elizabeth. She actually ran England, or Great Britain, whatever. Good point. You're wrong. Can someone else
Oh,
just...
if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules.
Yeah,
I
you
have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
I don't want to.
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Well, if... Forget it.
Are
I'm
you
not doing this.
serious? No, you have to do it.
No, I don't. Have you ever considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Huh.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No. Okay, fine. You're persistent. I'll go up to the cabin. I'll slay the princess. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. It's like I said, I'm pretty okay with the world ending. I rush the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Quietly continue to the path away from the cabin. I have to do this one. She's like, no,
Fine.
I'll go
I
away from
suppose
that.
you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Good.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
What? You
It looks like this path
cheating bitch.
also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. Good. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing into this.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess.
Well,
And
screw you.
last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
Gosh, I never thought of it like that. Let me think about.
But fine,
Oh, okay.
you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
I love this.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin
Oh,
again.
you
Now,
bitch.
I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I
astrology.
have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Not too
And
bad.
here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Okay.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin.
Holy
An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Well, yeah, pretty much. I just don't
You've
like you.
doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness, but it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Poggers. I avoid my responsibility. Chapter 2. The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh my god, that's fucking great. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened already? Okay, no. You weren't kidding. She actually ended the world the last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? Oh, you bastard! You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. But I died. The whole world ended. What am I doing here? Those walls weren't there last time. You can't just force me to go into the cabin. Yep, okay, heading to the cabin now. We're definitely going to slay the princess. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin. Silently proceed to the cabin. I have to see where this goes. Those walls weren't there last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Oh, you dick. This is great.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
It would be great if it was like another voice, just his voice
I
of
don't
the
know.
stubborn.
I think it's more fun
contrarian.
if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
Yo, agreed.
If
Ruin
by
his
ruining
fucking
my
day.
day you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Well, I don't like you. You make me bitter. Yep, lie. Yep, okay, heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay the princess. Yeah, I get it, I'm going to the cabin. You know what, I want to lie.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
That's great.
A warning before you go
God
any further.
Damn it.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Maybe she isn't a
Ignore
liar.
him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
Well,
Let's keep an open mind.
I'm being difficult just to spite you. Because I hate you in particular.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space.
Oh my god.
It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
I agree, actually.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
How many times? Countless amounts.
You can't just say that. Not when everything here is so wrong.
I'm stubborn.
Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho! You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
I do mind.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, We're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
That's taking a while.
There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Honestly, same. Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I just wanted to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. It doesn't matter. Remain silent. Approach the mirror.
We shouldn't waste time preening. But if he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do? So we're all in agreement then. We're looking.
Yep. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Like the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
God, such a cool design.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
I thought there was a face right here. That was creepy. Creepy deepy. I just want to enter the basement. I don't want no knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down.
I did not know
The air
I was in
here
a
has a
labyrinth.
sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
That's fair.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
We don't even have a weapon.
I mean, I could fall down the stairs.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward.
I mean,
and whatever
yeah,
choice
he
we
did.
make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Yeah, actually, I agree. I'll take the center.
You step onto the centre staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else.
Fair enough.
And so you take one careful, focused step after another. 1 foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways.
Maybe
But
sideways.
no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
What?
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
Oh my god.
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Oh my. I've never
Consumption
seen
and
this once.
betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
Oh.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Oh, I love the contrarian.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember.
He's being an ass,
Though
I
I'm
remember.
still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and then put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? For all I know, you're locked up. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here? You're apparently a threat to the world. I was out to slay you. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was here.
And yet here you are. How strange. Do you remember anything at all? Do you know why you're here? Do you know me?
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so blank. I have no idea who she is. Isn't that fun? A new puzzle for us to take apart. If she's keeping her cards close to her chest, it's because she wants to deceive you.
It's okay.
Oh.
Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures.
God.
Where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that?
We can do
I
that?
don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
I mean, I'm not against the idea of getting more of her because that'd be pretty cool. Oh, that's so weird. It's really cool though. There's more of you now. What's your name? Getting down here was weird. It's spelled apart. Okay, so this all seems weird. That's... Oh, because you get two different outcomes. I kind of want to see that, but this is explore. So, what's your
Princess.
name?
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
There's more
There
of you
must be
now.
something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again.
Oh, this is so cool.
I don't like where this is going. Neither do I.
So
Which is why you need to
clever.
slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
I love how their hands are differently
It
clasped.
certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Like, okay, one on the left, her hands are clasped together, her eyes are a bit softer, she's got a small smile. The one in the middle, it's just a solid stare with her left hand over her right. And then the one on the right, she's a bit more defensive. I like it. Getting down here was weird. It was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
I don't remember what it was like before I was
Yeah.
in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
Oh, you're such a good woman.
You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
Forced to be. I don't want to be here. I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you, and I can't trust anything here. Leave her in the basement. Retrieve the blade.
Wait, that's not right.
Eh, that's alright.
Go on.
Go on.
You take a step forward.
Oh,
Your foot lands, but it lands different.
that's a
You
cool
experience a
knife.
firm
Well,
footfall,
cool
a
face.
gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
Oh my god.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't...
Oh my god.
Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun.
Jesus.
How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
I don't disagree.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
Oh, the narrator's gone.
falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
Oh, fuck.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Oh, that's a nightmare.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this.
Oh my.
How
God.
surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Oh my
Please.
god. Oh. This is a fate worse than actually. Like, this is a fate worse than death. Oh my god. This is horrifying. It's going to be okay. I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. No. You just destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you. Say nothing. I'll do my best. Oh. 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 But you don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone, replaced with something else.
She's gone? Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No, don't do that. I'm begging you, don't do this.
I never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh, apologies, I forgot about that. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Fair enough. Let her out of there!
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to save the princess? Are you what dragged me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Oh. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
It helps differentiate. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Are you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Fair enough. How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Fair enough. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. And wow, that was
You're on a path
interesting.
in the woods, and at the end of...
Okay, so we're gonna stop there. That was
You're here to slay her.
that was a first for me. I have never seen that before in my life. That was really cool. Well, anyways, I hope you all have enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all that fun stuff. Not sure whenever I'll be doing this again, but hey, at some point I will be. For now, hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye!